I spoke to Jovan Young earlier. He's a young kid that boxes for the Fitzroy Lodge, but he's the number one light heavyweight in Jamaica, and he should have been out in Brazil at the Olympic boxing tournament because he went out to Jamaica and he bashed up his only rival, but then, oh, God knows what happened. He wasn't selected. I couldn't believe it when I spoke to him, so I got him into the studio earlier, and I started by asking him what actually happened out in Jamaica in April.
Okay, went out to Jamaica. I got there. First of all, there was whispers. The guy was saying my opponent was trying to say he didn't want to box, and because I was based in Miami, I said, okay, cool, I'll come back next week to box him. I said, I'll come back next week, so there's no way I was going to pull out of the fight.
Not.
Eventually, he was forced to box me by the national team coach, who knows they need me in the team.
So was it like a national tournament, or did he just make you have a box off?
Made us do a box off.
Okay, you won.
Box off. Yeah,
so
I
you
won.
beat the Jamaican number one, so that makes you...
Well, I was the number one already.
But you know they were trying to work him in, so that made you the number one,
of course, the number one.
And then
beat him hands down, nearly stopped him, beat him up. Then after that, ref was trying to help him out a lot. The ref was really trying to help him out, trying to stop the fight consistently, really trying to help him out. He didn't want to box me in the first place. I beat him hands down. Then they sent him to Brazil. This
is the Olympic qualifier.
Yeah, the last Olympic qualifier. They spoke about sending me at 91 kilogram, telling me to go up again.
To go up to cruiser, which is heavyweight. Would have been far too heavy.
Far too heavy for me. I said I would. Then they still messed me around. Then they sent him to the qualifier. They sent him to the last qualifier in Brazil, where he won his first fight against Haiti, and then he eventually...
So he's in the next round, and this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is the knockout round. If you get through this fight, you go to the Olympics.
Yes.
So this is the most important 3 rounds of your boxing life, and he's in with a guy...
that I beat in July. He's in with the guy from Nicaragua that I beat in July for the Pan Am silver medal.
So what happens with the guy who you beat in the Jamaican official Olympic box-off, who's fighting a guy that you beat last year in the Pan Am Games for the right to be at London 2012? I know what the answer is, but just tell me.
Right, so he goes in with him and he gets beat 9-3. So he gets quite easily beaten by a guy that I easily beat.
So he's not going to the Olympics, and you're not going to the Olympics. But is it over? I mean, is anyone going to look into this injustice?
Well, there's a lot of investigation going on into it in terms of, just in terms of, what happened, and people got a lot of questions because obviously for an Olympic event, the best fighters have got to go to the Olympics.
Sure.
Now, the guy that I beat obviously wasn't their best fighter, and it wasn't like we boxed a long time ago. We boxed 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like you could say he beat him back in the day, or I beat him 3 weeks ago. And then for him to go on and then get beat by a guy I've already beat, so then you know.
What I'm surprised at is you must have really beaten him in Jamaica, because if they were going to do this, if it went 3 rounds, why didn't they just stitch you up and just give the decision to him? And then it's down to my opinion against your opinion and his opinion against his opinion.
I did think
but the fact you beat him is black and white, if you'll excuse the expression.
Yeah. And I beat him quite easily. And what I think it was as well, the media and a lot of people around wanted me to go. See, in Jamaica, it wasn't a simple thing of Jamaica didn't want me to go. It was split. I think it was a board decision, because my teammate Reece Shigori, he also didn't get sent. He also won his fights in Jamaica.
So he got stitched up as well, Reece.
Yeah. He went to Jamaica and won 2 fights. He boxed back to back, week to week, and then the guy that he beat also got sent to the qualifier.
Did he qualify for the Olympics?
No, he didn't make weight. The guy that he sent.
You know what I mean? I hate to say it, in a week when there's been an awful lot of boxing carnival stuff, but this to me, I mean, it hasn't got the powerfulness of the Peterson drug scandal, and it hasn't got the confusion and controversy of the Hayen Chisora, but it's an injustice that you've suffered here.
Mate,
so there's nothing you can do now, really, is there? Apart from if AIBA, the governing body, decide to pull something extraordinary joker card out for you.
Well, it really depends on what AIBA come back with. But like I said, Olympics is a top amateur event. Your best boxers should be there. Yeah. This is it is an injustice, and it is very, very wrong. So
let's assume that, sadly for you, but predictably, and I think you're big enough to admit that, you don't get a wild card call up for the Olympics. Will you stay amateur, or will you need to start thinking about a pro?
No, I won't stay amateur. It's too long. I'm 26 now. It's time to make a move. I won't stay amateur. Definitely professional.
Definitely professional. Jovan Young there in a week when we're talking about all sorts of things that have happened. That's not great news from. I am going to be